Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyaye sibuka ama-reality shows ethu la eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows. Senza ama-reviews ama-recaps bese siyaphinda futhi sikhuluma any other issues avukayo mangabe lama shows sesiwabukile kwi-TV. Siyaphinda-ke futhi sikhulume ngama-YouTubers kanye nama-celebrities ethu ala eMzansi. If it's your first time joining me today, do not forget to press the subscribe button la ngezansi bese ucindezela ne-notification bell ukuze phela uthole umyalezo uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakile. Guys, there's also a join button for those who want to be members of the channel. There's a thanks button for those who want to donate to the channel, and there's also adverts throughout this video. So thank you so much to everybody that watches my adverts akule channel. Namhlanje na-ke I am doing Uthando Lodumo, you guys. Our recent episode, I didn't have time to do it and weekend, and so many things came out. It was a revealing episode. Uthando Lodumo, you guys, it was a revealing episode. And it explains a lot of things that I have been wondering about. One of the things that happened with Mamphintsha kanye naye uBabes Lodumo was that at some point there was a video that was released allegedly by uBabes Lodumo, which showed Mamphintsha being physically abusive to uBabes Lodumo, okay? And it was a big story, and we thought that was the end of their relationship because of course there was a case that was opened against Mamphintsha. I think at some point he was even arrested, and they went through a lot through that time. We thought there is no way that they could repair a relationship. For a lot of us, it was a surprise that uBabes Lodumo went back to that relationship, but we know that happens with women who are in abusive relationships. But I also just had questions about why Mamphintsha would take uBabes back after she had gone through opening a case against him, and they got married after that. And I guess throughout season 1 of the show and this season, I've been trying to figure out, is it a case of two people that really loved each other, that made some mistakes in their relationship, and they want to fix their relationship, like genuinely want to fix their relationship. And for us who are following them, it's just difficult to let go of what we saw on that video, but they have let go of what happened and they are working on it. Or there's something else that is going on in this relationship. Why would Mamphintsha want so much to be with Babes after everything? Why would Babes want to be with Mamphintsha after everything, you guys? And I think things are getting revealed in this episode. Okay, number one, there's an issue of this child that Babes talks about, that Mamphintsha doesn't want to talk about. At this point, you guys, I feel like Babes Lodumo wants to give us the real reality TV, while Mamphintsha wants to give us a production. And I don't even think that some of the scenes that are being shot on the show Mamphintsha is aware of. I don't think so. I don't think that he is aware of the scene that Babes Lodumo does with the pastor in this episode, and I don't think that he is aware of the conversation that the producers are planning for in this episode. So I do feel like a lot of these scenes that are revealing were done behind Mamphintsha's back, because I don't think that he was planning on giving us the real reality TV. He just wants us to see them as this perfect couple. And I think Babes Lodumo wants to give us the reality, and that's the thing about it. I feel like that's why we had this scene that we had right now, you guys. So there's an issue of ingane, which uBabes says ukuthi she's been hearing stories ukuthi Mamphintsha has a child out of wedlock, and it's not so much that she has a problem with the fact that he has a child, but it's just the fact that it's hidden from her. She says she's heard it from a lot of people. On top of that, there is a child kubo kaMamphintsha, ohlala kubo kaMamphintsha, that she doesn't know who the child belongs to. Akayazi ukuthi kabani lengane ihlala noma kaMamphintsha. When she looks at this child looks like one of her friends' babies, and that particular friend is a friend vele waziwa ngokungasiphathi kahle, and is a friend vele that she's suspecting is sleeping with Mamphintsha. Listen, you guys, mangifika emzini kunengane that nobody can explain ukuthi kabani. I am hiring a private investigator. Private investigator meaning one of the neighbors is ala emzini, ngizobuza ke ekaba le ngane le. That's what we must do, because the in-laws, guys, I am telling you, the in-laws, they are like the father side of the family. Something is wrong with the in-laws sometimes, because why would you do that to another woman? So she's suspecting that that child that is there by Mampincha's mother's house, that she doesn't know who the child belongs to, might actually be her friend's child, whom she has said Mampincha. And the thing about the friend, she says, waziwa ngamabhantshi, meaning that, this friend is known for saying the child belongs to someone else when the child is somebody else's. And she feels like they need to do a DNA on that child, because the child might not even be Mampincha's. So in fact, Umampintsha is putting himself at a disadvantage by not telling Ubebs, because if he tells Ubebs will be able to do a DNA, and that child might not be Mampincha's. That is where she stands. But obviously, Mampintsha is acting like he doesn't know anything about this child. Is like, who is the mother? Is it someone I know? Of course, it's someone you know. How would you have a child with somebody that you don't know? You know, and while they have that conversation, looks like they're not really understanding each other. He ends up leaving and all of that. But Opesotomo is still insisting that she wants to do that DNA test because she wants to find out who the child belongs to. After the conversation about the child, obviously Upebs is feeling like Umampintsha is not taking it seriously. I don't think that Umampintsha knew that there was something that was going to be revealed in the show, and I don't think that he knew that this was going to be one of the main storylines for this season. So I think even when they're having a conversation, he thinks it's just a conversation, but it's not. It's like one of the main storylines actually for this season, and he's not aware it is a storyline this season. So then he leaves uthi uyopholisa ikhanda, guess uyopholisa ikhanda entombini or whatever. And Babes decides because she wants to go and see their counselor. I think on Mfundisi Dube, she wants to go see their counselor because she's got some things that she wants to get off her chest. And every time she's trying to talk to Mampintsha is not taking her seriously. So she goes and sees Mfundisi Dube. And I don't know where they are, but I guess they're somewhere in Durban. I think they're preparing for a chat service of some sort in that place. She gets there, Mfundisi Dube is there, and they sit down and they talk. One of the things that she starts talking about is the fact that she feels like Umampintsha committed fraud because all of a sudden she doesn't have right to any of her music. Even when she has new music and she's trying to push like new songs, she will always get blocked on social media, and they will tell her what she does not have a right to her songs. So all of her songs, somebody has a right to them, but it's not her. And at some point, she found out it's this one company that is claiming the rights. When she went and inquired, they told her Umampintsha had signed over the rights, and they are actually paying Umampintsha what is due to Ubebs, and showed her statements and everything. All of the money that the company paid to Umampintsha, but Umampintsha never mentioned anything to Ubebs Odumo. And in fact, Ubebs doesn't even know where that money went because it looks like she says she can't see anything that he has done. In Makfigi Malendlini, you can point at a couch maybe or a fridge or something to say, okay, so my husband got the money but bought this. She says she can't see what happens to the money. All she knows is he keeps getting money. From the Amarites music work, but she does not even see where the money goes, besides the fact that she does not get the money that belongs to him. Okay. She says that's one of the things that for her it's evidence that he has a relationship outside of their relationship, because he feels like he must be spending money somewhere. And that would totally make sense, you guys, because if you are Mampintsha, very popular, very famous around Durban, and you're going to cheat around Durban, even in Joburg, it's gonna come out somehow. The fact that he is able to keep it hush hush means that he uses money to keep everybody quiet, I think. So it will make sense that Vele Maliabo would disappear because maybe he's spending money trying to keep all of these people quiet. First, the baby that is living Gamasho with his mom, he's gonna have to give his mom money so that they don't say anything. The mother of the child, the other girlfriends that they're talking about, and all of that. So it makes sense. It will totally make sense if that's where he's spending the money. Okay. Uh, and then another thing that she complains about, Mamphintsha ushela everyone, ama celebrities, everyone. If you get on his Instagram, he's hitting on everybody. He says if people will even say, reply to him and say, no, but you are married to Pepso Tumo, and he's like, no, I'm just saying you're beautiful or whatever. Ushela wonke umuntu, ushela the dancers, ushela her friends, her best friends. She doesn't have friends now because she shelas everyone. She sleeps with everyone. She sleeps with all of her dancers. She will change dancers, and then Mamphintsha will sleep with all of them again. So she feels like not only is this affecting her at home, but it affects her at work. Because how do you work if every time you hire dancers, then your husband is gonna sleep with all the dancers, then you're gonna find out that he has slept with all the dancers, then you can't really keep them. You can't really keep the dancers after that. So he says, Gutsi, she says that's a problem too. And uthi kahle kahle nje umehlisa isithunzi kakhulu. I can imagine guys having a partner that is shelling everyone around you. That is not good at all. Uh, okay, one thing I asked myself too when she was busy talking about all of these things that Mamphintsha is doing was imali for the show, you know. I wonder if they're paid as a couple. I wonder if Babes gets any of the money for the show. I think all of these things, you guys, for me, explains why Mamphintsha wants to still insist on being with Babes. Babes is a bag for him. She really is. She is a bag for him. But I don't understand why he would sabotage her career, because he is making money from her, but he could make even more from her if he just let her shine like she used to shine as a musician, you know, as a performer. So it looks like he doesn't even want her to do that and do it as well as she used to do. But even the money that she's still getting now, he is taking, you know. So I understand why no matter what happens with them, he wants to stay with her, because she is, it looks like she is a bag for Mamphintsha. Pepsodoma is a bag for Mamphintsha. Okay. So anyway, so I wondered about Imalia's show, which I wonder if she has even tasted any of the money from the reality show, or Mampinja is taking all of it. And remember, guys, Umaga Mampinja no Siska Mampinja, they ended up not doing the rest of the season. There was an article that came out that said that they did not do the rest of the season because they were claiming that the production company did not pay them like they had promised to pay them. So I wonder if the money was not paid to Mampinja and he took all of it, and then Upepsotuma is getting a backlash from the family because apparently they have had a falling out now with Umaga Mampinja. Even after everything that they went through, they forgave each other. Now it has happened again, they had a falling out again. And Pepsi is saying she is being blamed for that, you know, and she feels like uMaga Mampintsha feels like it's her fault uMaga Mampintsha engamnikezi imali. So now I'm wondering if maybe they did not pay uMampintsha all the money for the show, and he was supposed to give it to the rest of the people, like his mom, his sister, then Babes and everybody. He just took the money for himself, you guys. It also just made me wonder, uMampintsha is not that kind of a person too, where he takes the credit for himself, and especially when it comes to money. And I was just wondering about a group Ep9, you guys, because he looked like he was the front man in the group. And even now with the two of them being left because one member did pass, it just looks like he is the one that is still doing well. But is it not because he's the one that actually found a way to took all of the money that was supposed to go to the rest of the members of the group? It looks like he is just that kind of a person from what Upepso is saying. But yeah, we don't know, you guys. We are just guessing. There's a lot that's happening, you guys. They even got into a car accident with this girl that he's cheating with or whatever. But Pastor one ends up concluding, you know what, he wants to meet with Mamphintsha. They will have a discussion, and then after that, he will meet with both of them, and then he will take it from there to know on what to do, you guys. But it's obvious that Upepsotuma is not happy in that marriage. I do not know why she chooses to stay, you guys. But I wish she would have just found a young boy that is her age, you know, and marry that boy instead of Leli Ketla Leli Zomhlupa nje lo Mamphintsha. Anyway, there was the episode for today. Anyway, there was the important part of the episode. She does go Upep's Ayobona, that financial advisor, whom I really think doesn't really listen. That lady is just all about presentation. It's all about you just come and sit down and she talks about whatever it is that she wants to talk about. I don't think that she listens. I think she wants to find out about her finances. Because what can she do now with her finances? How does she find out where her money is and all of that? That's the advice she needs right now. And I honestly think that she needs a lawyer. She needs a lawyer. She needs a lawyer urgently. Babes needs a lawyer, you know. And I think this lady is not what she needs. This lady is talking about you need to start this, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to budget. Well, how is she going to budget when she doesn't even know where her money is? Somebody needs to help her to get her money so that she can budget, you know. So I do feel like the scene with the financial advisor was too long and was unnecessary for me, because I feel like she does not have her money with her. How are you advising her to spend the money she does not have? She needs somebody to help her to find her money so that she can get her money. Then again, she can plan on how she's gonna use it after that. So I didn't really pay attention to that since, because I feel like it was unnecessary at this point. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before you share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.